It's not all doom and gloom when it comes to earnings. Some people can get out there, they can make money, they're being smart, they're making good decisions on when and where to drive. And, you're using the game to yourself and to your advantage. And, that's one of the things that we try to help here when it comes to certain concepts like the 3 Ps, patience, position, and planning. You can go check out that video. But yeah, there's a lot of different things. When we talk about last week, tips on July 4th and the weekend, what you can do, some markets, it was slow. Some markets, it was crazy. So some drivers were out there making some money.
Yep. This is my actually student. I signed this driver up literally a month ago, 5 weeks ago. Uber didn't have a bonus and Lyft had $1,000 bonus in LA, Chris. I signed them up the day after they cut it to 400, right?
Oh,
yeah, fucking whatever. Okay. Anyway, but he had to do 210 trips for me to get to 400, and he got 350. So we both got something out of it. But that wasn't the deal. I signed him up. I personally met him at Burbank Airport. I took him to the Uber hub. I got his airport placards. I got everything he needs, and I sat his ass down. Okay? He has my personal number. I sat his ass down. He told me what he wants to do. This guy used to do nothing but DoorDash. Okay? For the last 3 years, he's been doing DoorDash. DoorDash, he goes, is dead. I'm not making money. I have a wife and 2 kids. I need to drive. I love driving. I don't mind driving, Serge. Teach me how to do this. I'm like, okay, fine. So we sit down, and for an hour and a half, I filled his brain with all the stuff I talk about here. The 3 Ps, decline garbage, when and where to work. Because initially he was like, I don't want to go to the airports. I'm like, you have to go to the airports. You have to. You're going to wake up early. You have to adjust your hours. Don't work on Tuesdays. Everything I know, I go slowly fed him. He forgot certain things. And then I would look at his weekly earnings. I go, why did you take this trip? Why are you going there? Like, why did you even think, why? He goes, oh yeah, because, I'm trying to make him play chess as opposed to checkers. Like, he would accept the trip without figuring, well, when I go there, there's nothing there. Now I have the dead mile back almost. But he looks at like everybody else does, the newbies. They look at $50 trip. I mean, yeah, you're going 70 miles. Where you go, there's no trips. For me, the important thing is not where you're going, not the trip you're on. The important thing is what's there when you get there, right? So anyway, on 4th of July, I told him, I go, listen, stick to the hot zone. He's in LA. Stick to the hot zone. He goes, I'm going to work 14 hours. I go, fine, knock yourself out. He split shifted it to start with, right? He had both Uber and Lyft on simultaneously, okay? He literally worked 13 hours and 25 minutes on Uber and 11 hours and 13 minutes online on Lyft, okay? And, I mean, numbers are numbers. $700. He does only X and standard, not even comfort. But the car he drives is a perfect car for a rideshare. It's a Kia Niro hybrid, 50 miles a gallon. He fucking killed it, Chris. $700 in 12 hours. Or let's take the Uber's 13 hours and 25 minutes. Okay, there you go. $700. So a lot of people go, oh, there's no money. I didn't make money. Well, look, if you work hard enough, there's money out there to be made. And this guy is an animal. I mean, he's not that young. He's in mid-30s, but he says, I want to drive. I have a goal. I'm living in an apartment with 2 kids. I want to get out of this apartment. I want to buy myself a house. He has these goals set up, right? And I respect this guy more than anybody probably I met over the last at least 2-3 years as far as drivers are concerned. Smart drivers are always going to be smart. But this guy not only is learning how to be smart, but he's also, a hard worker. He knows he got to put the hours in. $700. In what freaking world are you going to make $700 in 13 hours? What world, Chris? What W-2 will pay that? Plus, you can turn the app off and go take a leak and eat your lunch and go take a nap and then go back out again. No, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So rideshare still has its positives. But if you do it the right way, if you did it the right way in 4th of July, this is only his 4th of July. He's actually grossing $2,500 to $3,200 a week, Chris, between 2 apps. I have all his numbers. And he's incrementally increasing it by like 3% now, 2%, 3%, because he's honing his game now. He really, in a month, he became a veteran, right? And
Nice.
$700. I mean, there he made, this is 4th of July. And I hope all of your 4th of Julys were like this. He worked hard. You're all going to say, oh, he worked 13 hours. I'm like, yeah. So
Well, you got to do what you got to do in order to get what you want.
You're going to work 13 hours and gross $400. No, you gross $700. There you go.
Hey everyone, Sergio here with the Rideshare Guy. What do we say on Show Me the Money Club? Work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, which I have been for the past year and a half, you may be working a lot harder than you need to. Let's change that. Download the app, link your account where you can manage your income, track your expenses, as well as your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more money, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download the Solo app today. Begin to work smarter, not harder. Link is in the description. Let's get back to it.
So to me, kudos to my man. Great job. Keep it up. And he's going to fucking do it. He has his goal. He's going to go buy himself a house. He goes, can I make $100,000 a year? I go, if you keep fucking grossing $2,500 to $3,200 a week in a shit market like LA, of course. Of course you will. So anyway, but without saying too much, congrats to my man. He knows who he is, no names. And so let's see, guys. Let's see, put some of your let's see some of your 4th of July numbers down here. Couple of people sent it to me.
Not only that, though, unfortunately, not everybody has Sergio in their back pocket like this driver did. So if you are newer at driving and interested in learning some more of the basics to help one up compared to other drivers out in your area, the RSG course is available for both rideshare and food delivery. There's the maximum ride sharing profits and maximum food delivery profits courses. And if you sign up and use code SMTMC for Show Me the Money Club, SMTMC, you'll get 20% off the course. So a link for that is going to be in the description. And then that way,
wonder why I know his tips. He had about close to $80 in cash tips, James. So not 700 plus 80 cash. No, man, I'm telling you. I told him, you know what I told him? The day before 4th. I go, this weekend, I go, these 4 days, Friday, Saturday, no, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days plus half day Sunday if you want to take off the rest of the day. But I go, don't do LAX trips, which he did. I go, you better be making, I go, 2K in these 4 days. So he started with a bang, and he did. There you go. Yep. He worked hard. I'm tough. Most of you are going to say, yo, I'm a slave. He is a slave. Blah, 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 blah. What are you guys talking about?
It's because they can't go and do it. And
plus 80 cash tips.
It comes down to they're jealous and they can't do it. That's what it comes down to.
You know what it is? I mean, I love drivers like this. I mean, yes, now you're going to say, oh, you made money off of them. Okay, well, I referred them. And then look, if any of you are interested, I'll refer you and sit down with you, give you like an hour and a half of coaching. How about that? And by the way, he's in LA. This is the same shit everywhere. I don't live in Houston, Austin, horrible market. But then the principles are the same for every city, people. If you don't know that, then I don't know what else to say. There you go. See, Mo Nuri, 320 in 8 hours, $40 an hour. Great job, Mo. See you tomorrow. There you go. Look at this one. I made 380 in 5 hours. Boom. Congrats. I'm in LA. I make 300 to 400 a day.
There you go.
I don't know what else to say, people. There you go.
People can get out there and make some money. It's the people who want
all
more.
Bad. It's not all
bad.
It's
the people who want more and then more on top of it.
Yep.
That's the problem. You get I want to know what those people think that they should get paid on an hourly basis if you were to put it down to the hour, or if you put it they'd say like $80 an hour. I want $80 an hour for driving. No, sorry, that's not realistic.
There's no skills in this, but that's not the point. The point is look, the markets are bad, they're cutting rates, we all know this, but If you know, if you have some game, if you have some strategy, and if you have the heart and the desire to work, the money is out there. I know this guy's numbers every goddamn week. I know his numbers. The first week, Chris, he made like 1,800, worked like 70 hours. I go, that's shit. Let's have another sit down. We had another sit down. Next week, 2,200. Next week, 2,500. Learning. He's learning. He's learning. He's learning. And now he's like, he doesn't text me anymore. He's an autopilot. When he does text me, either somebody threw up in his car. What am I supposed to do? Somebody left something. He doesn't know those yet. But all he does is like, he's learned in a month and a half, push out the door, boom. I'm like, thumbs up. So there you go.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.